Very good evening, all of you. Session will be initiated very soon. Participants are joining. We'll start the session very soon. Yeah. Very good evening, all of you. So today we are going to discussing about Python lecture, dictionaries with a simple car game, a logic how we are going to preparing and building for console app of car game. We'll see once the dictionaries concept is completed. Very quickly, we'll move it into two topics today. Yeah. Abu Sufyan and Surya, very good evening, you both. So, what are the dictionaries in Python? Let's create a new page for having a system with Python. Dictionaries. So, dictionaries in Python is very important to understand a group of data, a group of letters and a group of data or a bunch of data with a structured way. With a structured way. What is structured data? Where we can address the data with any of the address like a position, like maybe we can call it as address where they available for the data. Means Excel. MS Excel, take an example, simple example for MS Excel. For the Excel, we have a row and column to identify a cell position. It's not typical, it's very easy. So how simple it is? Where the data point, Excel is mapping some A19 or A20. So the address position is there. If not, if we are reading a plain notepad, flat data, we can call it as flat file. So how we can use this? It's called like unstructured data. Unstructured data. So in dictionaries, it would be like a planned and structured data. And dictionaries are having a bunch of data which are having inside key value pairs, we call it as. If it is single, we can call it as key value pair. If it is multiple, we call it as key value pairs. So every value or every data type should be follows with a key, unique key, not the like a duplicate key. Why it should have like a unique key? It's very important for unique key. So once the key is assigning some value means if we are reading the same key, like we won't get the new value, either bold or it may be override. So in dictionaries, how like we'll write in a simple example. I'll show you a sample data. So you will understand what is the key value, name value pairs also we can call it as. For an example, name equal to something like my name is there. Okay, these are the pairs I'm writing. And maybe like email, you may take it is an email of for harisystems@gmail.com. Similarly, we have a phone number or pin code. You may take phone, maybe number. Great. My screen is not visible. No one is responding. Yes. Yeah, it's visible now. So here, key value pairs means we are preparing like these are the keys we can call it as. How the variable names we are going to preparing and constructing in earlier sessions. How the data is going to be assigning for these particular items. We call it as here in key value pairs. So name is a key. The data is for name which I have specified. Email is the key and the data which is assigned to the email. And phone is a key and the data which is shown on right side part. By seeing all these, we need to discuss like creating a simple dictionary. How the dictionary is going to be created and how the like key value pairs of the data, how we can read one by one. Like so many things are there like in dictionary also. For a simple example, a simple dictionary with a syntax base we'll try to create here and we'll see the output, how we are going to accessing this dictionary using Python. Once it is done, we'll try to see like adding key value pairs. What are the predefined built-in methods are available in Python? We'll see how to apply by writing and preparing the statements. So let's see here. Dictionaries are very important in data science concepts, where the bunch of the data you will see there. Where the bunch of the data you will see there, you will get for much data to read and access, and all the activities will be done by using this key value pairs only. So accordingly, you need to understood like how you are going to be treat your data. And all about to a simple thing you strongly remember. From the last 2 days onwards, we are discussing about the list items, tuple items, and now this is the dictionaries. These all are having bunch of data, bulk data, would be called as sequences. A root of the topic name is which is called by sequences. So here you may observe all the concepts are very similarly following with the single variable with the multiple data which is going to be assigning there. In real world application development or program, how you need to think to define which data like dictionary you want to use or tuple you want to use or tuples or list items you want to use. As a developer, it's up to your wish, which is your most familiar, which is your most convenient to write and explore more things in a specific concept. You choose yourself. But ultimately, what you are written is not important there. Which tool like you are using tuples, you are using list, you are using dictionaries is not a matter there. Strongly remember, as a developer, this is the input is going and the output is important. Irrespective of the logics, irrespective of the tools, what like a code types, maybe list, tuple, or dictionaries, or multiple items, whatever you are using, it's up to you and your convenient to take a decision there. And you need to prepare for logic for the program and build for a solution. Ultimately, what it is required in coding, you need to create an ultimate solution to build programs and put in a productivity of the output. Here, what you need to observe the concepts. What you need to observe the concepts, they are very important. Try to write always try to write less lines of code. If you are keep on copying and pasting on the coding lines means at the one time in one fine day, if you want any correction of the lines or any correction of your program, you need to go all the lines, every line you have to go and correct the code. So don't take such a decisions. If you need like multiple lines you want to read or multiple things you want to do, put simple if else statements. Sorry, loop statements. Yes, inside the loop, you want to deal multiple data. You use a list, you use Python, use dictionaries, whatever it you require. You use all the construction there itself. So for this, all this you need like a basic concept of how it is going to be working independently. Then only you can expand more of your visualization and more you are going to be concentrated. So now you will see like how we are going to be like using a dictionary in Python by declaring the things. See, by seeing this name, email, phone, I may call it as a customer or student or maybe like any of the person we can take. So very nearly. Other than if I take cricket, what is the name, what is the email, what is the phone number? If I take in a cricket means, what are the name value pairs would be there? Bat model and ball model or company or ground it's required or mat or gloves or helmet. These are the key value pairs would be there. See, whenever thinking and talking about in a particular application, you have to be fully involved. As a developer, you have to fully involved there. You are the person inside there. Then only you will do the very nearby words in the nomenclature. You will understand very clearly the concept, what it's required in the application. You don't think so? Like I'm a software engineer. I'm the software means I'll write the programming and I'm coding. You will be stay on coding itself if you are thinking like that. Whenever you are entering into the real world project or real world application, maybe you have a chance to build. Maybe you have a chance to build a hospital application. Maybe a farmer application, real world, or it may be like relevant to the app which are like a Paytm app or Google Pay app. So there is a nowhere connected from your education to the app. Nowhere, in the sense, it will guide you, which will help you to the academic background to extend your things. But you need to start there and you need to explore the things. So, which is called real-time domain knowledge. If someone is giving you an application like a farmers portal to work with there, so farmers portal means like you need to understand about the schemes of the farmers, and you need to study on the farmers. You need to categories of the farmers, like caste wise. If the government is announcing a schemes, and which scheme the farmer is going to be benefit for which category wise, and how the benefited, maybe he will get inputs like urea or any seeds or any transportations, mechanization we call it as, motors government will supply for the motors or tractors or sprinklers and power. See, the nomenclature is completely different from your education. If you are studying in from the background of BSc farmers and all, then you will clearly understood about it, the words. So you need to think like as a farmer that time. Whenever you are discussing with a client to taking an inputs, you need to think like a farmer. Then only you will get more data very easily. Don't think like everything will come with you and they'll submit you all the things. Maybe possible at some big companies. Whenever you are entering as a entry position, you need to understood all the cycle of the life cycle of the project. Once you're thinking in this way and implementing the applications by fully involving all the levels, as a coder, you may think that I'll sit and I'll write the code. No way. All the companies are asking like full stack developers only, who knows HTML, who knows CSS, who knows Bootstrap, and who knows any single database, maybe MySQL, Postgres, or MS SQL, and they require like a coding basics and standards. These are the minimum essentials. So these many they are seeing here as a technology. From the client on who is giving you an input, this is my form requirement, means you need to understand about the real world application life cycle fully. Record inserting. Once the record is inserted, what are the parameters you need to capture? How to capture? These all the things are also required. So that way, think big to exploring real world projects. Any of the project you may try to explore yourself. Definitely, you will get very soon. You will in when you are starting a real world project development or thinking this way. You will very soon you will get inside any developer position. By sitting simply, I know like by writing A equal to 5, 4, B equal to 3, A plus B means I have written some code. I have seen like a C equal to A plus B. Yes, print C. Yeah, I'll get the total. So I am the Python developer. Don't think by writing a simple logics, and don't be think like a smart. When you are facing an interview, what are the changes you challenges you may face, you may observe that. The life cycle of the application, you think it, what would be there. So basically, a few points I'll explain you once we are at the scenario, no? A few points. Again, at last, we are also discussing a real world project. A simple real world application should be there. Modules like login module would be there. Write down all the persons who needs. Login module would be there, where the user is going to be enter his username and password. Here, as a developer, you need to route, we call it as redirect or route. Maybe user is entering as a admin or officer, multiple logins, not a single login. Maybe officer, maybe like data entry operator is a government employee, or user. If the farmer is going to be applying for in your website, means farmer is the user, end user, we call it as. Data entry operator means he is the person inside the officer, an officer who is approving the records. And admin means all the data who is going to be maintaining for your website, like web application, whatever at the language, Java, PHP, .NET, whatever at the language you may use, finally, ultimately, you will get a output. So these are the important things, user module, we can call it as. For this login, see, we can see like a simple user module only. For this login is there. We are created a registration form is required. Before going to login, the user, basic parameters of the registration form, which is like name, password, communicate email, SMS to send an SMS phone. These are the minimum standards are required to collect from the user for an registration. And similarly, we require reset password. Forms, these are the forms are required from this module. And reset password is done. And what are the other requirements? Registration, reset password, user login, dashboard. Once the user is entered his username and password, he needs to enter into a new page, which is having like dashboard, like what are the application status or whatever it we can put. In real time, very basic standard for any application. You may choose any web application which are basic standards. These are the requirements for user module only. So think how these are the requirements. This way you need to think and prepare a simple login modules and all one by one. Practice like one by one you are preparing and putting and make it ready with you, and you may explain yourself by creating these things. Once you explain such a things of life cycle of any functionality, definitely they'll focus you. Okay, all the persons will learn from the web and write the programs, small programs, but then they don't want like such a small programs and all. Interact with the database, create a tables and insert the records. Very big update for you. Basically, whenever you are dealing with an application, web application, try to practice very standardly CRUD operations. CRUD operations are nothing but create a record inserting into the database. Okay, and read a record which are already inserted the database. We need to read the record and we have to display on our web page. Would be called reading. Update. Modify the record which are already available. And delete the record which you don't want. So these functionality is highly essential with the any of database. Using any of database, you need to learn this functionality very essentially. If you know very well this, definitely like your marks are going very high in an interview position. For this, you need like a database connection. How to establish database connection with the interacting with the app to application. So this way you try to build yourself. So let's see today's lecture, like from one where like how the variable we are using like multiple, that way one point we are initiated, we are moving somewhere else. So we'll be back. So the dictionary is how we can go use with the customers, like a customer. I'm taking a name as a customer equal to variable. See, curly braces I'm using here. For the dictionary, it will be used with the curly braces. Okay. Here inside the curly braces, we need to put like name value pairs. Name value pairs. So the name key value, like a key value or name value, name followed by the colon. Okay, followed by the colon and put double quotes, and this one key value pair is done, followed by comma, it would be there. Left part is key, right part is the value. So any number you may create here. Any number of these things you may create here. Make it comma and phone. Phone, it's a number, no? Straight away you may put the number. Okay. If you want to like this record is verified or not, if you want to know, is verified. Is verified. Boolean expression. Any data type you may use here. Any data type you may use here. So many data types I have given for your reference only. So now, if you want to access this dictionary, if you want to access particularly this dictionary, just all you know how the list items and all how we are accessed. The same way, that's it. We'll get all the list of the items in the dictionary. See here, name value, the separated by the comma, name values. All we are getting, it's really awesome. If you want to get like a particular item, like a particular key, based on the key, you want to get an all value. So how we are a user like a indexing positions. That way, we can take like this braces, square braces. Inside we'll add name of the key. Which value, which key value you want to get in output, that key we'll use. That key we'll use. Here we go to get an result. You want to get email, just simply you'll write the email key. You are getting a value. So here this way you can put very easily. For an update, any new key with a pair, like a key value you want to add here. So how will be used like applied here? Using list items, we have applied like index position to adding list items. Similarly, we need to write like for adding a new key value pair, you just add with a key as well as data, like customer of pin code. For pin code, what we will do, some number, anything. 6 numbers I have given. 5, 2. Let's check with all the data. Run over here and let's see. Pin code, where it is the pin code? Yeah, at last. We are getting in a pin code very easy. This way you can add the keys, and if you want to modify and correct, what you need to do, this key you need to place here, you can give the updated value. He will give you like a dictionary will print you and a latest updated value, what it is inside the dictionary. So now we'll see about a simple car game exercise. Simple, how like using if, else, elif, loop statements to implement this one. We'll check it. Take a new Python file. What we have learned till like simple basic, with the using of the basic loop statement I'm going to constructing. It's I'm telling like a very simple car game. How like a commands, if we wish like issue the commands according to the commands, how the loop is going to be iterating. Let's check here. For this, I'm taking a simple true, while true always. So keep on iterate the loops until unless you need to terminate. So once we run the program, we need how to terminate also first immediately. So this logic will try to implement based on the command user inputs. This logic will control. So how it is possible to control? First command we require, like what the user is going to be giving as input or command, you may take it. So I'm taking in a variable command, user commands. Okay. So user command like command that equal to user input. It is input. What it is says that we may write something like any information here, or this prompt will be displayed to the user when I am running this. So I'll run it. Just wait. Before running, we need to put for some terminating the loop statement. Otherwise, this loop will keep on iterates. Infinity loop will creates. So just wait. So command I have initiated here, like if command if command is equal to start, I'll write a statement, print car is started. Car is started. Engine is initiated. Elif command is equal to quit, quit command. Like if the user is entered start command means you will see that message is car is started. If the command is entered by quit, I'm preparing early the quit. Actually, it will in between the commands will come. We'll add it. So if the user is entered quit means program like loop statement also should be quit. Once the program should be like a car should be stopped, program should be stopped, and loop statement should be quit from the loop. So what we need to write here, very simple. It's a break statement we can put here. So break, what we will do, we'll always quit the loop statement. So let me check. Run. Prompt is displaying here. Prompt is displaying. When I hit my command is start, so car is started. Again, loop is continue only. While true, there is a condition is always true. Clearly observe there. Means loop is continuously running unless until we have to terminate the loop or we need to stop the loop, like a program execution. So that's what I'm taking another command to. If I hit quit, the command, if I hit quit, so automatically it will loop will terminates. Break statement will terminate the loop. So quit, quit. process exited, and see here it's a red icon is not there. It's ready to run the program. So this way you need to implement this logic. So Start is came here, and what is the other command we require? Stop. Elif command, sorry, equal to stop. Print statement is stopped is stopped. When it's showing message, I don't know. Is stopped. So here you may observe very clearly. Run the program, and if I run str to start, it show you car is started, stop stopped, car is stopped, and if I quit, it will be quit. So if I given capital letter start, will it take? No. Why? This is the small letters here it is given. Strings all are small case letters only. For that you need not to do any exercise. User don't know what to enter, whether it is capital or small. So we need to, as a developer, we need to control such a scenarios. So by taking whatever at the capital or small, user let him enter. I'm applying a lower method. So my problem is solved now. So rerun the program. Check. I'm typing capital start. S-T-A-R-T. Capital S start. Wow, it's taken. So lower method, like it will convert into the lowercase letters and it will assign the text into this command. So my problem is solved. So whatever it the message he is typing, start, stop, quit, the program will continuously, it will run. So by running, it is showing some prompt, how user knows which key or which letter he needs to type. Maybe you put numbers also, your wish. For that, what I am trying to doing here, I'm taking elif man. I'm using like a help keyword for this help. For this help, user will understand. User understandable help I am adding here. So see in between a small letter start if you entered there. Start a car. For the purpose to start a car, you hit start. To stop a car, you hit stop. And to quit help document, I am preparing for the user. Quit to quit the program or quit the game. Okay, and this is anyhow you will get for help only, no? So this is we are getting. So if user is entered help, see run this HELP. Yes, see start to start the car and stop the car, quit the game. So this way. And if you want to put any more information, you can add inside here. 3 single quotes means multiple lines we can prepare there. How it is prepared, the same way the display would be, output would be shown there. So here you may observe where user will get to help, like enter help. If I run the program, it's showing something like what it is showing prompt only. See here, it is showing prompt only. You may enter like a first stop, like a print statement also you can put before entering into the while loop. That is also possible. If user is entering something other else, in such a situation, user wants to get else state. See, else print of sorry, convey message. I don't understand your command. I don't understand, or whatever you want to put. I don't understand your command. I don't understand your command. Maybe we are putting in double quote form. Apostrophes. Take help. Take help in command. So see now. Take help in command. So if I run this, I'm entering other than start, stop, quit, something else I have entered here. Something else. Sorry, I don't understand your command. Take help in command. Okay. Or else you may like modify this, understand your command, take like type help in command also, you may construct this message. Okay. So here, if I given start, 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 car is started, stop, car is stopped, quit, help, help is coming. See, similarly, remote control functionality, TV remotes. If you put the number, the channel will display. Keep on ask you the numbers. Very easy. While loop statements, you may put the loop statement only. Very easily, you can keep on ask the questions. If a user wants to quit, you just give an option to quit the program. That's it. So easily you will construct a vast programming constructions. So I'm sharing this game with you. Try to expand more. More levels is also possible. That you need to put your logical thinking, like how you require accordingly. It's required based on your query. Based on your requirement, you need to construct the statements. So any queries you want to ask me today, you may ask regarding dictionaries, car game, or you may put any like we have discussed about real world application also in that module of user module. So tomorrow also we are going to discussing like any one of the concept in real world concept as well. If you are not boring. So take a lecture here. The notes I have sent you. Today's class notes. Yeah. Yeah. Any queries? Yeah. Thank you very much, all of you. Have a great day. We'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you. Teja, Surya, and Shivam, all of you, thank you very much.